Iran. We have a military insider with us from KLW World News, Lee Wilbarger, who worked as an inventor and engineer for the U.S. Army for several years with a huge budget and a multitude of patents as well. So, Lee, you've always got your finger on the pulse, and it's great to have you on the show here at Leak Project. How the heck are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here, and I'll get rid of radios in the background. Yeah, there's a lot going on, so I'm glad we could hook up and let everybody know what's happening here. So, just in the last few hours, the U.S. Navy has sank a collection of Iranian naval vessels. In fact, I've got the report
According to
right
President Trump, the United States sunk 9
Can you hear that,
Iranian
Rex, or
Navy
no?
vessels. The president posted
I
it through
can't
social.
hear the report, so
Okay,
maybe you could
that's all
just
right. Yeah.
tell us
So
what's going on.
according to President Trump, 9 Iranian naval vessels have been sunk, and so Trump said also that the United States Navy has destroyed the command and control and the Iranian naval headquarters. They have sank 9 of their larger navy. Other than that, the rest of the Iranian Navy is doing well.
So walk us through this. Let's go back to yesterday when the launches were initially sent out. Let's start from the beginning. What happened?
Well, actually, it started 2 days ago.
Okay.
And it started 2 days ago with, 3 days ago now, with the Iranians who support the Houthis, those Houthis and Hezbollah bunkers that were full of weapons and caches and so on and so forth. The Israelis started pounding those locations because those were the weapons that the terrorists were going to use to attack Israel. So preemptively to the strike, the Israelis decided to take out those so they don't have to fight against Iran and the Houthis, Hezbollah and Hamas at the same time. The main bunkers were Hezbollah bunkers were the main bunkers that the Israelis took out just north of Israel. That was the first thing that kicked off. The second thing that kicked off was Pakistan started attacking Afghanistan. And that's kind of a game. So is that the fighters that are normally fighting in Afghanistan have went to Iran to support Iran because the Islamic regime in Iran is who supports terrorism. So all the terrorists ran home to Mama Iran to help Iran. And when those terrorists fled from Afghanistan to go fight in Iran, it left the positions in Afghanistan weak. Pakistanis saw that and decided to take advantage of it. So that's why the Pakistanis are attacking the Afghans. Additionally, we as Americans don't normally strike during the daytime. We as Americans don't normally strike Islamic countries during Ramadan. However, there was a major meeting between 40 senior officials, all taking place, all at the same location, and the United States and Israel knew where that location was. So the United States and Israel agreed to strike that location and strike it hard, from what I understand, with 40 bunker busters. They hit this single compound and killed 40 leaders. And so there is a report now that the new leader has been elected and has already been taken out by the Israelis or the U.S. Now, that hasn't been confirmed, but that's pretty much how this is going to work. Anybody they elect immediately gets a target on their back, and they'll be the next one to, receive a package from the U.S. or from the Israelis. Now, the attack, when it came, they hit them with missiles. They hit them with stealth fighters carrying missiles and bombs, and they but mainly missiles though. They some of the missiles were technically called glide bombs, but anyway, they deployed. Oh, hold on one second. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Sorry about that. I got keys to the facility here.
Oh, no worries.
So when we went in with stealth aircraft and cruise missiles and hit everything that needed to be hit in the first wave. Now, the interesting part about the way we've done this is we haven't done it as an all-out assault against Iran or the Islamic regime that has been in control of Iran for 47 years. We are doing everything very limited and spaced out. And by doing that, it's allowing us to do basically a real-time BDA. So that's a bomb data assessment. And so when we drop a bomb, we want to see if we're destroying the target. How well did that bomb do at hitting that target? And so when we went in, we hit the main stuff first. We hit the Chinese radars. We hit their command and control for their Navy. We hit their communications infrastructure. And we hit key locations that had leaders and commanders, as well as we hit facilities that had the big heavy stuff. The long range missiles are what we need to worry about. The hypersonic missiles are what we need to worry about. Nuclear stuff is things that we need to worry about. So we've been hitting those key long range things first. And so we're continuing to soften up and degrade their fighting capability. I mean, they may know jujitsu, but the first thing we're going to do is break both their arms. Okay, good luck with your jujitsu now. Okay, next we're going to break both your legs. We're not going to kill you right off, but we're going to severely degrade your capability. And so that's what the U.S. Has been doing to Iran with a little assistance from Israel. I think the U.S. is carrying the vast majority of the burden